What's up everyone? Welcome back to a brand new video. So I promised you guys that I would do a Q&A for 2018 because we are just a couple days away from the new year. 2019, I can't believe it. 2018 was a crazy year for me, but it just has been through the ups and downs that I've been down the road. Like, not only through my time of YouTube about my personal life, but I don't want to tell you guys my full story of personal life. But in the next video in the 2019, but I don't know exactly when, but I'm going to tell you exactly, guys, but I'm going to tell you guys exactly what happened, like maybe a week before Christmas or something like that, or something that had to do with my health. And for some of you that knew, you knew. For some of you that don't know, I'm going to tell you guys when I get the news of what I'm about to tell you. And believe me, it is not a good sign. Well, it technically is, sometimes is, but I just don't know what's going to happen for all this that I am doing. So, without further ado, let's jump into the Q&A for 2018. So, I asked you guys on YouTube, on the community section on my YouTube channel. For those of you that don't know, YouTube has unlocked a community section for all YouTubers who decided to have a YouTube channel and like the community section or whatever, and give you guys updates or whatever you guys ever felt like it. So, I'm gonna go like maybe to a couple people like that have a question for me, like whether it's something WWE related or something that might be a little over the hook. So I'm gonna get to the first question of this Q&A. So this first one is from John. I'm gonna put his YouTube name up, and the question right here. It says, first of all, Becky, all the best to you and your family for the year to come. What would you look for in the WWE for New Year that you can share with us? I have absolutely no clue, but we just have it announced that the Women's Tag Team Championships will be in the WWE now. Like, ever since in the 1980s, the Women's Tag Team Championships was a thing, but then it got discontinued, or maybe it got retired. Like I don't even know what they decided to do with it. But then 20 years later, which is maybe today, we got the news from Mr. McMahon telling us that the Women's Tag Team Championships will be invented, like in the WWE right now. We also got mentioned by Bayley, which when she was getting a Q&A from the WWE Universe, telling us, like, I don't know, like, maybe become one day tag team titles someday before Mr. McMahon invented it, like Bayley and Sasha Banks. But I have absolutely no clue who are the tag teams for the women's division. I know we have Sasha Banks and Bayley, Iconics, Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville, the Riot Squad, obviously. I'm not technically sure. Like, I was about to think of some tag teams in the past, like the Bella Twins or something like that. But I'm guessing that they want, like, maybe current, like, superstars from Raw and SmackDown. Or maybe if they want a couple of wrestlers, like, say, women from the past. Like, say, for example, Trish Stratus and Lita. Or, like another tag team that I used to think, like, is now Nia Jax and Tamina, in my opinion. Or, like, say something more a little bit creative, but I just can't think of any tag teams, like, for women. Like, something that it could be new, or something that's been going on for quite some time now. Or maybe a tag team from the past, I don't know, or any other women's tag team that we could absolutely come up with. But all I know is that for the new year, Women's Tag Team Championships are coming back, and I just think that I just hope that the championships for the women's tag team can be like better. Like I just hope that it could be like better, like not just like old like crappy Raw or SmackDown championships, but just want it to be like a tag team, like women's tag team, like I don't know, to combine Raw and SmackDown, but I just want it to be like, I don't want the brand split anymore. I don't want it to be a brand split anymore, but all I know is that I just like don't want this to be like the brand split, like the Raw women's tag team or the SmackDown women's tag team. I just think that it's important to keep it as the WWE Women's Tag Team Championship, or say Women's Tag Team Champions. But the thing is, I just don't want it to be like a Raw thing or a SmackDown thing. I just want it to be like for everywhere. Like, say like, if it's somebody from, like a tag team from Raw, like, it could be like somebody from SmackDown, like it could be like for the tag team titles, then it can do so. But all I know that the women's tag teams, I hope they do something about it. Like, I just don't know what exactly is gonna happen. So, let me know in the comments, what do you think of what the women's tag team championships is gonna do? Like the McMahons are gonna do something about it. But all I know is that I got the women's tag team titles in my mind, John. So that's what I want to talk about in your question for the WWE in the new year. And it's just like, this is something. This next question is from Nicholas Goller, telling me on the YouTube community, what is your favorite match in 2018? I mean, there were some really good matches, but there were not some good matches. Like, take Crown Jewel for example. Crown Jewel, the pay-per-view, was absolute garbage. Except for the tag team between The Undertaker and Kane versus DX. But this is not the match I'm talking about. I am stuck between the three, but I may have like a good one. So I'm going to tell you what these three matches that are my favorite of the year. And believe me, they're really good. Let us know in the comments what your favorite matches is of 2018. I got three good ones and I'm going to vote. Ricochet versus Velveteen Dream at NXT TakeOver before Money in the Bank. And this happened at the time when I was at Brooklyn and I was on a little bit of vacation. But thankfully I was on time for the Money in the Bank pay-per-view. That was like way back in June like of 2018, and I like decided to like, you know, watch NXT like while I sit back, relax, and watch some NXT. I haven't watched some NXT in a long time. I remember doing NXT reactions back in 2015 when I started to become a newbie on and being a YouTuber. And that was when I wanted to do reactions. It's because of this woman. I'm going to put this a picture right now, which she inspired me to become a YouTuber and do reactions. And she's obviously one of my best friends, and her name is LuigiPS3 if you didn't know her, which basically you guys know her. She obviously inspired me to become not only a YouTuber, but also to do reactions for WWE and do a bunch of stuff that I've been thinking that I wanted to do for a little bit of time now. And NXT, I used to watch it all the time, but now I realize that because of all the time that I've been doing in my personal life or any other stuff, well, I love NXT now, but I sometimes don't watch it that much. But it's just like my opinion whether I should like watch NXT or not. I just want to relax, like do something else. Like I still love WWE, but there's a lot of stuff going on throughout YouTube, like the outside. And that was when I decided to, like, you know, like be yourself and all that. Ricochet versus Velveteen Dream is one of my favorite matches of 2018 back at NXT TakeOver before Money in the Bank. The next match is at WWE Super Showdown. It's the last match, the last time ever between Triple H and The Undertaker. And that is one of my favorite rivalries, Triple H versus The Undertaker. And I used to love like the rivalries, like I used to like look at the memories, like from time to time, like see whatever rivalry you like or any other stuff like that. But it's just like so surprising to like see two legends colliding in a ring, like the WWE Universe looking like at a ring, like can't believe their eyes, or like seeing a WWE fan at home and like watching WWE at home or whether at live, and it's just like so astonishing, like to see a match happening like right before your eyes, and it's just like so surprising. So I'm just gonna say that match between Undertaker and Triple H, the last match ever, has to be one of my favorites at Super Showdown, and that was like when it brings so many memories for WWE and myself, and also for WWE fans out here who love WWF, WWE, and like whatever is to come and all that. And the third match is obviously one of the dream matches that we all wanted to see ever since Shinsuke Nakamura won the Royal Rumble and AJ Styles is the WWE Champion. And that match is AJ Styles versus Shinsuke Nakamura for the WWE Championship match at WrestleMania 34. And it was the dream match of a lifetime. Now, unfortunately, I wasn't able to see the action, but I did get to see of what happened. And I didn't get to see WrestleMania 34, like, or do live reactions or something like that because I have something going on in my personal life, and that was an emergency. So I checked the match, and that happened right after WrestleMania. I watched that and looked at photos of the match, and that is one of the craziest matches that I have to see, like, in my entire life. Like Shinsuke Nakamura and AJ Styles, like, woo! But I remember, like, back in Japan, where AJ Styles and Shinsuke Nakamura, I believe. I don't know if it's true or not, but I don't know if AJ Styles and Shinsuke Nakamura, like, collided, like, as a one-on-one before the WWE. But I just don't know if that actually happened. But I think that is, like, the best match for, like, the dream match for, like, AJ Styles that can, like, any superstar have to, like, offer. From Shinsuke Nakamura to Daniel Bryan. And hey, we might see AJ Styles versus Rey Mysterio, guys. Get into your brains. Like, think of the good dream matches you could think of. Like AJ Styles versus Rey Mysterio. I just, like, think of the good ones. Like, get creative of, like, what your matches are. Like, also in the comments, what dream matches you would like to see. Like, take, like, Rey Mysterio, for example. Like, I know there are, like, a bunch of superstars that want to face Rey or, like, face AJ Styles. And the Royal Rumble's right around the corner, guys. So we might see, like, new faces. We might see, like, old faces, current faces, like, in the WWE. And we gotta think of a Royal Rumble winner, because I knew back in 2018 for the Royal Rumble, I already know that Shinsuke Nakamura is gonna win, like, and another one, the Women's Royal Rumble, the first ever. Asuka won the first ever Women's Royal Rumble, which I knew that both of these Japanese people were gonna win for sure. And that was, like, the craziest one ever. So my three favorite matches, I'm gonna say it again, were Velveteen Dream versus Ricochet at NXT TakeOver, Shinsuke Nakamura versus AJ Styles for the WWE Championship at WrestleMania 34, in the last match ever between Undertaker and Triple H at the WWE Super Showdown. This next one is from Mike Sobeski, and it asks, when you're not reacting to videos, what do you do in your spare time? Now that is a very good question. Like, whenever I'm not doing reactions, I usually like hang out with my family. I usually talk to my boyfriend, and I usually play video games, whether it's on a PC, whether it's on the Xbox, whether it's on a Nintendo Switch, or whether like Project 64, like any other Mario 64 ROM hack that I've been doing on my Gaming Mania live streams. That I play the Mario 64 Star Road, and the one that I'm playing right now, I'm not doing live Gaming Mania, was actually a Mario 64 ROM hack called Super Mario 74. And I heard about this ROM hack when I was just surfing through the web and crap, but I was just like surfing through the web, like, you know me, I'm just like one of those weirdos that like to look up videos, like, say, like, for example, like 124 ways to die on Super Mario 64, or like 100 ways to die on Super Mario 64. Believe me, there was a show called 1,000 Ways to Die, so I'm not into that crap, okay? I'm not into that show. The game Super Mario 74 that I'm really interested in, I wanted to like look into the game, and I figured out how to do it, and it was really fun and very interesting to play. So I got the ROM hacks, and that was like one of the games that I'm playing in my spare time. And I also have another ROM hacks with Mario 64 related, Mario 64 The Green Stars, and I have the Mario 64 The Last Impact, which I don't know if I'm still doing like a live stream of it, but I'm gonna try to do my live stream for the ROM hacks, except for the Mario 74 one. And that is still like one of the games that I still think is pretty cool. So that's your question, Mike Sobeski. Thank you for asking. Another question is from John, and it asks, Becky, have you heard any news to share on Roman's condition that you know of? Because I haven't myself as of yet. I mean, I haven't even checked on Roman's condition yet ever since he announced that he was battling leukemia about nearly 2 months ago. But when I first heard about Roman Reigns battling leukemia and had to relinquish the title, it made my heart broken. Like, I was heartbroken when Roman announced it, and I was bawling. I was crying. Like, I love Roman Reigns so much. Like, you guys have no idea how much I am a fan of Roman Reigns. I am a fangirl of Roman Reigns over here, okay? But those of you who are Roman haters out here, go yourself. It's just like sad to like see Roman Reigns like relinquish the title like because of an illness that he's been dealing with for nearly 11 years. And that's what's heartbreaking to me, because I'm a huge fan of Roman Reigns. And get this, the first ever WWE t-shirt I bought was the Roman Reigns 1 versus all, like, behind the shirt, and it has like the Roman Reigns logo, and then in the back it says 1 versus all. I've been wearing that t-shirt for doing reactions and going to live events, and that is like one of like the craziest things like that has ever happened to me. Like, I remember going to a WWE live event, and I would buy a WWE t-shirt with my own money. And that was like the craziest thing that I ever bought, was like a WWE t-shirt. And this event happened a week after my birthday, and that was my birthday present. And that was like wanted to see the magic happen, like a WWE live event. Whenever you're at a WWE live event, the magic happens. Like, nearly 2 months ago, I was at WWE Evolution with my brother. For those of you that don't know, I went to WWE Evolution with my brother, and then I went to another wrestling event with my brother again, which is called Wrestling Under the Stars, which is a Northeast wrestling event, which is an independent wrestling. like from former WWE superstars to non-WWE superstars that sometimes that I do know, sometimes that I don't know, and that was like one of the best events that I've been to, like the Wrestling Under the Stars. And for those of you that don't know, I went to my first ever Northeast Wrestling event, which was around New York. And at the time, it's around the time that I met Cody Rhodes after the WWE Live event, and that was like the craziest moment ever. And I also met Jack Swagger too after the match that he was in. And get this, he was the NEW champion, the Northeast Wrestling champion. And funny fact, I was recording telling him that you had an awesome match, and this is what he said back to me, and I am still like getting like all like the smiles and like all of that.
Swagger, great match, great match! Oh my god!
So with your question about Roman's condition, the last time that he was like here in public was like, I think I remember on Twitter, and I can remember it in my head. I can remember in my head that Roman was actually at a football game as a fan. Like, he was at like looking at a football game, and he was supporting like his team. I believe that he went to college at, and I can't remember exactly when, but this happened I think about a month ago. So I can't remember any other condition that he was in. But I do remember a lot of people saying that he started treatments or like of getting rid of that sickness that he's been dealing with. But yeah, it was just like super crazy and all of that. And this next one is from Kashawn Bennett. How would you rate this year from a scale from 1 to 10? Me personally, I would rate it a 7.5 because through all the time, like throughout these moments that I had from YouTube and outside, it just has been so crazy to me. Like, it's just like whether it's ups or downs or stuff like that, but yeah, it was just like so crazy. Another one is from Michaela Dusenberry, and it says, what is your favorite thing about the WWE? Well, my favorite thing about the WWE is the rivalries and the matches. Like, sometimes they can be creative, like, sometimes they can be creative or not, but sometimes matches aren't that, they sometimes aren't that good, but sometimes they are good. Like, say like some big superstars, like to like some rookies out there, like say from NXT, say from Raw, SmackDown, from any pay-per-view. You think like the rivalries, like you can name one. Like you can name one that hasn't happened before. Or like think of matches, or think of some dream matches that you can name of. Like, or even some wrestlers are dead. Like, for example, Andre the Giant versus The Big Show. Unfortunately, that didn't happen because Andre the Giant passed away in 1993. But I'm gonna say my favorite thing in WWE has to be the rivalries and the matches. If they are creative, like if they're that good to be creative. So if that's your question, Michaela, thank you for asking. And the last question for this Q&A is a little bit complex. I love your videos. Are you going to WrestleMania 35 in April 7th of 2019? Unfortunately, no. The tickets have been sold out, and I know it's like expensive and all of that, but all I know is that I am doing the WrestleMania 35 live stream. I wish I could go, but I can't because 1, it's expensive, 2, I can't go alone, and 3, the tickets are sold out, okay? But that's your question, and still thank you for asking. And that's gonna do for my Q&A of 2018. And thank you to you guys for putting your questions on the community section and for this awesome Q&A of 2018. And it just has been like so amazing. It's just like has been one of the craziest years. Like 2018 has to be like the craziest year for me. And I want to thank you to everyone for watching this video, and let us know in the comments below what did you think about 2018, and still what is your favorite reactions on my YouTube that I've done throughout 2018. Like, what's your favorite reactions that I've done in 2018? So thank you everybody so much for watching. I will see you guys next time. Bye!